I just say a few words? You've all worked incredibly hard over this campaign, and I did want to say thank you to all of you. We've only got today and tomorrow to go. And it's more important now than it's ever been to send MPs to London who will stand up for Scotland and Scotland's people. So your efforts are precious and very much appreciated by all of us. But I'm here to introduce one woman who works even harder than all of us. From Leith to Lerwick. Unbridled imagination and an enduring belief in our ability to do things better.
Yeah!
And to make this a better country. It's my privilege to welcome to Leith and to introduce the SNP leader and Scotland's First Minister, Nicola Sturgeon.
North and Leith in this beautiful sunshine with our fabulous candidate, the wonderful Deirdre Brock. I want to begin today with a heartfelt thank you to each and every one of you and to the thousands, the tens of thousands of SNP activists across our country who have worked so hard in good weather and in bad weather, chapping the doors, delivering the leaflets, talking to people on the streets and workplaces, taking the SNP message to every corner of our country. You are all amazing, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Tomorrow, we have the opportunity to send a positive message about the kind of country we want Scotland to be. A fair country, a prosperous country, an open and outward-looking country. Let us stake a claim to that Scotland when we vote tomorrow. Another opportunity. We have the opportunity to stop the Tories in their tracks. You know, it seems a long time ago, does it not, that Theresa May stood on the steps of Downing Street and called this unnecessary election. She arrogantly thought that all she had to do in this campaign was say strong and stable over and over again, and that she would steamroller everyone aside, crush the opposition and cruise to a landslide victory.
No
well, I bet she's regretting that. Over these past few weeks, what we have seen is not a Prime Minister who is strong and stable, but instead a Tory Prime Minister who is weak and evasive. A Tory Prime Minister standing on a manifesto that offers tax cuts for the richest, but just cuts for everyone else. A manifesto that will take the hard-won benefits of pensioners away. A manifesto that offers only more cuts in our vital public services. A manifesto that will deliver another £9 billion of cuts and support to the lowest income people in our society and push 1 million more children across the UK into poverty. And all the time giving tax cuts to the richest and to the banks. Those priorities, those Tory priorities are wrong. And as more and more people have seen the Tories for what they are in this election, the less they have liked what they are watching. And that is why the polls have narrowed, and Scotland has the opportunity tomorrow to hold the Tories firmly in check. Because you know, it is no longer inevitable that Theresa May emerges from this election with a bigger majority or with any majority at all. Scotland's voice could be decisive. So my message to people, the length and breadth of our country, is this: do not wake up on Friday morning and find that Scottish votes have boosted Theresa May's majority and thrown her a lifeline. Let us wake up on Friday morning having re-elected strong SNP voices who will stand up for Scotland. Will be electing rubber stamps for Theresa May's policies. Whenever it comes to a choice between standing up for Scotland or obeying Theresa May, Tory MPs will always do what they are told. And if anybody doubts that, I ask you to reflect on this. Politicians who cannot even bring themselves to speak out against the despicable rape clause cannot be relied upon to stand up for Scotland. And I've got a message today for people across our country who normally vote Labour or Liberal Democrat. I understand your loyalty to your party, and I understand that you do not agree with the SNP on everything. You may disagree very strongly with us on some things, but I ask you to think about this. A vote tomorrow for Labour or the Liberal Democrats, the parties who are in third and fourth position in Scotland, risks doing one thing and one thing only: splitting the anti-Tory vote and allowing a Tory MP in the back door. Let us not take that risk tomorrow. To Labour voters in particular, I offer this reassurance. If you lend the SNP your vote tomorrow to keep the Tories out, then you can be assured that you will be electing SNP MPs who might not agree with him on everything, but agree with Jeremy Corbyn on more than Kezia Dugdale and Scottish If you do not want to wake up on Friday morning with a Tory government with a bigger majority, able to do more damage to Scotland, then the only way to stop that happening is to vote SNP. And I want to tell you what voting SNP tomorrow means. It means voting for the strongest voices for Scotland. It means voting for MPs who will stand against Tory austerity. Voting for MPs who will stand up for investment in our public services. Voting for MPs who will protect the incomes of pensioners, who will protect the winter fuel allowance, the triple lock, and who will protect free personal care and stand against a dementia tax. You will be voting for MPs who will seek to protect jobs and investment in this country from an extreme Brexit being pursued by the Tories. You will be electing SNPs that first, last and always put the interests of Scotland first. But MPs that will work with others across the UK for progressive policies to replace the policies of an out-of-touch Tory government. That is what voting SNP tomorrow is all about. So in every constituency across this country, north, south, east, west, everywhere in between, and work as hard as we can for every SNP vote, because the future of this country, the right of this country to determine its own future, depends on SNP MPs being elected tomorrow. I do not want, and I believe the majority in this country do not want, another 5 years of Tory government. In Scotland, the only way to stand up for something better, for a better country, for that fair, equal, prosperous, open, outward-looking Scotland that we all want, is to vote SNP. Let's get out there tomorrow. Let's win.
Just step back a wee bit, folks. It's alright, she'll stop and say hello and get photographed. Or she comes this way. There you go, that's a